An article published for the Harvard Business Review reported that women were rated as better overall leaders than their male counterparts. Despite this finding, only 20% of girls believe they can become good leaders. Here to explain why this might be causing a lack of self-esteem for some girls and how the Girl Scouts have been training young women to take on positions of responsibility for more than 100 years is Jeanette Hardiman. She's board member of the Girl Scouts of Tropical Florida. And thank you very much for joining us. This is something that's a discrepancy, you know, where people are perceived, women are perceived to be better leaders, but you have girls not believing they can become leaders.
Well, I think it depends on the age of the girl that you ask and where she is. The younger she is, the less she's had a chance to find out what her abilities are. And Girl Scouting will give girls that ability to find out what they can do. They'll give them the opportunities to try new things, to learn what they can accomplish, to build a girl of courage, confidence, and character, somebody that can be a leader and that can recognize that they're a leader.
After looking at, I'm sure a lot of young women go through your program, what do you think is the one aspect that's so important for women to actually become good leaders of tomorrow?
I can't narrow it down to one, but I think it's the confidence to do what needs to be done and to know that they can do it. And I think that one thing that you can get from Girl Scouts and take away from being a scout is that you can do anything if you put your mind to it. And you'll find out you're better at some things than other things because it gives you a wealth of opportunities to try.
And again, you've seen case studies time after time where young women have just turned their lives around because of the lessons they learned in Girl Scouting.
Absolutely. Girls don't know what they can accomplish until they're given a chance. And in Girl Scouting, you get a chance. You get to see different things at different times in a safe environment with friends, with adults. So you get to experience life differently. You get opportunities that necessarily wouldn't have come your way.
What experiences do you think are key to the development of young women in Girl Scouting?
Key to their development is listening. Girl Scouts listen to our girls, and then we find out what their needs are, and then we help them match the needs with our programming. We adapt, and that's why we've been here 100 years. We adapt to circumstances as they are now. What are our girls facing now? What are young women coming into in the future? And how are we going to make them prepared adults? How are we going to get them to a point where they will be a success?
Do you think there's going to be more emphasis on women and women leadership in the future?
Absolutely.
And you think what you're doing right now is so important for future leaders?
It's crucial. I think it's crucial because they will understand what they can do and how to do it, how to be a leader, how to shoulder the responsibilities and take on the burdens that come with leadership. And they also learn that leadership means different things at different times to different people, that it's not just one thing, that sometimes just leading by example is enough. Sometimes being an elected official or being the leader of a corporation or being a president or CEO or whatever might be appropriate, but sometimes it may not. Sometimes it may be just leading by example.
All right, well, thank you very much. Jeanette Hardiman from the Girl Scouts has been our guest for this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. As always, you can watch more episodes of Newsmakers at our website, comcastnewsmakers.com/Florida. I'm Spiro Canton. Thank you for joining us.